Hello everyone, this is Sunny from Tokenpost. We're here at the Singapore Token 2049. I'm here with Aptos Avery Ching, CEO of Aptos Labs, and we have some great news, right, today?
Absolutely. Today we announced USD1 is coming to Aptos. So for those of you who don't know, USD1 is the stablecoin from World DeFi, definitely linked to the administration with John Jr. as one of the co-founders of the project, Zach Witkoff, Zach Folkman, and many others as well. So we're very excited about being able to announce for the first time, USD1 coming to a move chain.
Yes.
And I think with all of Aptos' background in Libra and DM history, I think it's a perfect fit.
Can you share us some insights on how this came about and why did you announce it today?
Sure. So we've been in great conversations with the World DeFi team for well over a year actually. I think we've been trying to learn about what their goals are, and their goals are about how do we kind of fuel crypto in America. And so they have their token, they've got the stablecoin coming out, they have new products lines coming out as well, and just really align very closely with our mission. Right, we're a chain that was here born in Facebook, thinking about how we serve billions of people around the world with payments infrastructure. And I think these two forces have been a very strong alignment, and I think there's a lot we can do together, starting off, of course, with USD1.
Okay. Can you share a little bit more about the DeFi protocol, how that's going to be integrated into the stablecoin?
Yeah, so today stablecoins are very used heavily for DeFi use cases, for moving money between different kinds of exchanges. And I think it's no surprise that we've also heard great news about USD1 being integrated into exchanges, seeing tremendous amounts of volume. I think the volume per TVL is one of the highest numbers in the market.
Growing.
And very fast growing. I think this is where we also seen the same thing happen at Aptos. Across our bevy of stables, we've got USDT, USDC, USDE, PYUSD, and now USD1 all coming to Aptos. It just kind of fits very closely with the global trading engine, which we're building. You have the fees that are just the cheapest in the world at 1/100th of a cent, actually less than 1/100th of a cent, and you can settle your transaction in under half a second, which is again faster than even traditional rails, and as well as other cryptocurrencies out there.
Obviously, this is the headline, I think, for this event. What are you doing? What are you doing with USD1 that can go beyond this headline? Obviously, Trump, the Trump-backed family, and so forth.
So I think they announced also today on stage they're working on debit cards, they're working on other products that will utilize USD1. It is intended to not just be an American-only currency, but something beyond that. They're looking for obviously good partners all the time on the technical and product side. That's why they chose us in the first place to issue USD1 and Aptos. And I think we're just exploring some of the different opportunities there for the next steps of the product suite.
How do you think USD1 on Aptos will compete with other stablecoins out there?
I think they all have different use cases to some degree, right? We've seen a lot of usage of USD, especially in emerging markets with our private credit that's issued on top of Aptos. We see it used for a lot of exchanges. We see USDC as a different product where some of our more enterprise partners like to leverage. And then you see USDE is something that's very native for DeFi, given the high yields. I think USD1 is going to be fitting in very nicely with kind of all these new products that are being built, as well as the massive traction they've seen on the exchanges so far. So each have a great use case, and I think all these are fairly fungible when it comes to the actual underlying value. So I think very complementary to each other.
Okay. So I have a question regarding Decibel.
Yes.
Decibel and the global trading engine. So you recently unveiled Decibel, a high-performance DEX for stablecoins, perpetual, perps, and spot tradings. So, in a world awash with DEXs out there, what new functionality does this Decibel bring, and how do you avoid cannibalizing existing Aptos-based exchanges?
All great questions. Yeah. So I'd say the first step is there are a bazillion exchanges out there when it comes to decentralized exchanges, and you're completely right about that. And so when we thought about why we want to build blockchains in the first place, it really is about asset transfer between two parties, right? And that's what blockchains are fantastic for. It's immutable, it's quick, it's cheap, it's very scalable. And with that in mind, we thought, why don't we really optimize technology around exchange-type products. And that's where Decibel was kind of formed and created. It's not meant to be just another DEX sitting on top of another blockchain. I think that's where a lot of them sit today. It's really about how do you kind of design across the entire stack, all the way from the MoveVM to the blockchain, to the APIs, to then like the way you kind of construct order books, to the product experience. And by doing that, you have unique features that just aren't possible on any other platform. For example, you could have something like hidden transactions where you can't be front run or sandwich attacked. That's something we see as a big problem on Ethereum and Solana with the existing infrastructure. We can also have certain benefits for makers versus takers down at the blockchain level, where it allows those makers to provide extremely tight spreads. Spreads are as on par, if not better, than centralized exchanges today. And also the infrastructure being completely decentralized, the first kind of very, very high performance chain order book is something that we were very excited about too, because decentralized technology really belongs in the hands of the people. And so to build that technology in a way that can support everyone, we're very think it's very promising.
The name itself is very telling, Decibel.
Yes, it's meant to be loud.
So recently PayPal's PYUSD was bridged to Aptos via Layer 0.
That's right.
And Stargate, adding a stablecoin, I think volume that already exists, I think 60 billion per month from my research. So how has PYUSD adoption on Aptos evolved since the integration? And what lessons have you shared? Can you share about the onboarding Web2 companies?
PayPal, we're very fortunate to be an investor into Aptos. I think as of the time, it's probably the only one investment they've ever made. It also very natural they launched their PYUSD to support all their huge amount of product suites around payments. And we're very excited, of course, to have them issuing PYUSD on top of Aptos. I think the potential here is unlimited. There are hundreds of millions of customers, I think 400 million plus, that leverage PayPal on a daily or monthly basis. And so that kind of distribution paired with the cheapest and fastest rails, I think would allow for innovations that just we can't even fathom today.
Last word for our readers and viewers in Korea?
I'd say that we're just scratching the surface in terms of what blockchains can do and the kind of customer applications you're going to see in the future. Decibel and Shelby, I think, are going to be monumentally game-changing when it comes to both consumer as well as developer applications and help set this groundwork for crypto in the future. So very excited about that.